Hi, Piya.
Hey, Suze.
So tell me what exactly Doctor Who, which you love, is your favorite show.
No, I like it.
Is it one of your favorite shows?
Yeah.
You seem very excited when it's on.
Well, I enjoy it.
And you've been a lifelong fan?
No, I haven't been a lifelong fan. I've been a fan as long as Doctor Who's been on.
Okay, point taken. And tell me, what is a Time Lord?
A Time Lord is one of the elite of the planet Gallifrey. It's in a galaxy far, far away. And these are the the people of Gallifrey who have been tested, and they take only the absolute top of the intelligent, the clever, and so forth. And they are trained like scientists in a sense, very, very broadly trained in all things natural and some things unnatural. And they have access to a time machine. Actually, it's a ship that's able to travel in both time and space. They're called the TARDIS, which is the temporal. What is the acronym? Temporal and relative dimensions in space. And this Doctor Who is a very high-ranking Time Lord, but he's very much an individualist, and I guess he may be Asperger too, as far as I know. But anyway, he is an odd combination of a loner that always travels with a companion.
It sounds like your cup of tea.
And they go all over, and he is what I think people used to call a busybody, because whenever there is some place in which there is a conflict in which somebody is being mistreated or is about to be mistreated or is being suppressed or repressed, he shows up. And the TARDIS is a machine which is semi-sentient and sometimes takes him to places he really doesn't know about, because he got a little fed up with the government of Gallifrey, and he decided he was going to run away. And he did it by stealing one of the old models of TARDISes and left. And he's been having adventures all over the known universe since.
Are many TARDISes actually Tartai?
Well, there are many TARDISes, yes. I mean, that's how the Time Lords get around.
So there's more than one Time Lord. It's not one Time Lord for the whole caboodle.
No. There's a whole, I wouldn't call them a race of Time Lords, but the elite of Gallifrey are the Time Lords, or the Time Lords are the elite of Gallifrey, put it that way.
So they're not, I know that the Doctor Who that you enjoy so much is a reincarnation every time he comes.
He's not a reincarnation. He's a, what do they call it? Well, all right, I can't remember the word. But yeah, they have this ability to, if they are killed or die, to be essentially reborn, but instead of like the Dalai Lama, they're not reborn in the form of a newborn child. They're reborn as a grown-up with a different body.
But all their memories intact?
Everything, all their memories intact. So,
and how
regenerated.
Old? Regenerated.
Regenerated.
How old is Doctor Who?
Well, it depends on which Doctor Who you're talking about. From what the scripts are saying, is that the later Doctor Who's are thousands of years old. Earlier, they were hundreds of years. So the regeneration, they're very long-lived in each generation, in each generation, I guess you'd call it, unless they're killed in action, as it were.
So the government doesn't come after them since they stole the TARDIS?
No, but sometimes the government of Gallifrey calls the TARDIS back, and they can override the control that the Doctor Who has.
But he's doing good in the world, or the universe, so they let him do his thing.
No, that's on him. They think he's a little out of control because they're not supposed to interfere with the affairs of others.
Like a prime directive from Star Trek.
Like a prime directive, exactly. And so, but he always does, and I guess he's smarter than most of them. In fact, he's been president of the Grand Council of Gallifrey more than once. And so he just, I guess, got better things to worry about.
And who are your favorite Doctor Who's?
My favorite Doctor Who's are Tom Baker and...
That's the scarf guy, right?
Yeah. And David Tennant and Matt Smith, I guess, are my favorites. There have been others which have been reasonably good, but those are my favorites. Some Doctor Who's have really not got the idea very well, and they haven't been quite as outstanding because really it's a comedy as much as anything else. And you really need someone who can span drama and comedy really well. And Tom Baker was great at that. And David Tennant is very good at that. And Matt Smith's very good at that. So, those are my favorite.
It must be hard for a Time Lord to fall in love if that they are immortal, but their sweetie pies aren't.
There's not their sweetie pies. They are companions. They don't fall in love with them. There was only one that there seems to have been anything like that, and that was the Doctor who was whose companion started out to be someone called Melody Pond, who later name changed to River Song, who was apparently in her adult status almost as smart as he was, and they apparently were married. But that's the only time that sort of a relationship was ever suggested or tracked. And River Song appears in several versions, several incarnations of Doctor Who.
Do you have a favorite companion?
Oh, that's a hard question. That's a lot harder. Well, I guess my favorite companion was a woman whose name now I can't remember off the top of my head, but
Which Who was she the companion for?
She was the companion for David Tennant, I believe.
Okay. And what is it about this show that you love it so much?
Oh, because it's so full of illusions and little send-ups of science fiction, and also the villains in there are so imaginative, like the Daleks, which are these animated pepper pots, pepper shakers. Originally started at a really low budget British BBC.
Get the hiccups?
A BBC thing that ran for half an hour as a radio show, and then it became a half-hour TV show, and now it's still half an hour an episode, but usually each story runs anywhere from 4 to 8 episodes. And,
are you excited about the Christmas special coming up?
Well, that's the 4th of the series of 4, I guess. 3 we've had with David Tennant as Doctor Who, and of course those are wonderful to watch. This new one as a Christmas special is a new Doctor Who So we'll see how that works out.
Now I know you said the pepper pots were his enemy. Does he have an enemy time? Is there a equivalent of a Time Lord in the enemy sector for Doctor Who?
Let's see.
A nemesis that maybe follows him through time.
The Master is called. He's also a Time Lord, but whose mind was affected by the testing as a kid, and he's turned to evil. And he really is taking out his grudge, his revenge on all sentient and all sort of things. He's out to destroy the universe. So yes.
God, just go to therapy, man.
Yeah, well, one thing you don't do with a great villain is get rid of it.
No, I know, for sure.
But anyway, he's called the Master, and he often gets the better of Doctor Who until the last episode in the series.
Well, that's lovely. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
I love you.
You too.